Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we will be discussing whether or not to keep, buy or sell the IAR 93B. It's an event vehicle that you will have guided during a few weeks and have started for it. So the idea is how to get the most value out of it. So the first thing I'd like to do is to say a bit how the plane is appreciated by the content creators, and you can see that it basically isn't appreciated a lot. You can go through the comments. I will not do it here, but basically everybody is more or less agreeing that it's an event. It's a event vehicle that is quite unique, a collector vehicle, but is not a good vehicle per se, which will impact it negatively for the price. If you go to the event vehicle itself, you can see now it's basically stuck at 20, which is quite interesting. It's a cliff price, meaning that once you get over the hurdle of 20 here, you can see that it relatively fast increases to 25, meaning that you have to go through 90 to 20 gauging orders. But once you have once this 92 will have been sold, it will only need another 50 to go to 25. So basically the price increase will not be linear. It will probably jump a bit around, which is good for sellers because you can expect the price to, once it will have gone over the hurdle of 20, pretty fast go to 25. How fast you can expect it to go, you have to look basically at the daily number of trades, and assuming that most of the trades will go at 20. So you can see on a daily basis, there's about 50 yesterday, 40 the day before, 30, 27, 19, 8, 28. I'm looking at the numbers there. So assuming that with the increasing price, there will also be a decreasing number of sales. Let's say there is about 20 a day that are being sold at the highest price here. You can expect it basically, let's say 20 a day, so 5 days. So basically by the end of next weekend, or by the next weekend, you can expect it probably to be along this 23 up to 25 points. So yeah, basically in 7 days, you can expect to earn an extra 5 gauging coins on the sell price. Obviously, I don't have a crystal ball. I cannot tell you for sure this is the case, but this would be my estimate, which is good, which means that I would recommend to hold it for a few more days because then it will hit 25. Now, the risk with the strategy or to wait is that it doesn't pan out as you want. Maybe Gaijing will release some item for sale and people will be in a hurry to sell this in order to buy whatever discount Gaijing is offering, one of discount Gaijing is offering. So maybe it will never reach 25. So you take a risk by waiting to reach 25. It's not automatic. Let me show you how it looks like for other event vehicles. For instance, the SU25BM, which was in a similar situation, a pretty average plane, and you can see it hasn't breached the 30 line. And every time it was rising, it was basically here. It was rising, and then it got stuck basically at a certain level and never really managed to go much beyond that, even if there are no sales going on. If there is a sales or something going on, you can see there is a huge dip and then it increases back again. And for this pen, it's particularly worrisome because it seems there is a slight downward trend. Obviously, this pen is not as unique as the IRR, but it gives you an idea. Similar with the Jaguar IS from Great Britain. For the longest period of time, it was also like slightly decreasing trend, not a very well-liked vehicle on the market. So yeah, I wouldn't be too sure about keeping this item for too long. Maybe you can plan it tactically in order to hope to achieve 25 and to get an extra 5 catching coins on the sell price. Other than that, not something I would recommend to keep long term. Because you have to think of it. Every day you decide to hold is as much an active decision as a decision to buy or to sell. Because what happens is you shouldn't see it as, oh, I have the IAR 95B in my hangar. You would still need to say the coupon is worth 20 times 85. I have 17 Gaijin coins that I decided to invest in this plane today. So it's like if every day you would have decided to invest in the IR if you keep it. Instead of saying I have the coupon, you should say I have 17 Gaijin coins. Where are they best invested? Is it in this same thing or is it in something else on the big market that is out here? And this is an interesting question because then it gives you more flexibility and you can think about what you can do. Typically, you can say, hey, look, I want to invest. I have some time on my hand. I'm ready to dedicate some time to play on the market. So what I can do is play maybe on the day-to-day trading, for instance, with this coupon here, the Eurofighter. So I don't know what happened here, why the price increased so much. It seemed somebody was funny and bought 19 skins at once, and I was trying to resell them at a high price. I would advise you not to do that in any situation, but there will be a next video about that. In any case, it seems like somebody bought a huge quantity at a relatively low price and is now trying to resell them pretty high. But you can see that the price gap between the seller and the buyer price is pretty big. So if you are lucky, you can buy it at a low price and sell it at a high price and earn a nice margin. Just for the sake of the exercise, let's say you sell it at 330, and you would basically mean that you get 290 in your pockets, whilst you would have only paid 190 to buy it. So you would reach, you could achieve 1 extra Gaijin coins net profit if you manage to flip this fast enough. And this is really good because, this is only 2 Gaijin coins invested. So if you can do it for the Eurofighter, for this one as well, you see the price cap is pretty important. And for, I don't know, a few others, the Rafale maybe as well. The Rafale not so much. But a few others, you may be able to achieve much bigger returns than if you wait for the IAR to increase in price. Bearing in mind, this has risk as well, because here it looks like somebody has purchased all the coupons in the hopes of artificially increasing the price, which he managed to do. But now that it's getting back to normal because people are opening crates, and in the crates they receive this camouflage that they don't need, they will be selling it at a ever lower price. So I expect the price to keep falling. So you need to flip them fast. Once you buy it, you need to flip it fast and to always be on time, or always have the lowest price listed here, which can be quite stressful, and especially if you would do it with multiple coupons at the same time. So it's potentially much more rewarding than waiting for the price to increase for the IR, but it's also much more stressful to handle. At the end of the day, it depends on your timeline and by when you want to spend the money. By all means, if you want to spend the money now and buy whatever, with the 17 you want to buy 2,500 golden eagles to, I don't know, purchase some modifications or whatsoever, I guess this is your hard-earned money. You have waited for it long enough. Now you can get 2,500 golden eagles now, which is, I guess, nice. But the objective is to aim for these big packages here. I would say aim for these big packages because you expect to spend them when there is a sales. So when is the next big sales? It's in April. And in April, or end of April, beginning of May. And what you can expect is not necessarily to use them to buy this 30% off discounts, because it will be 50% off, but in 11 months only. So I can understand that you don't want to wait, but mostly to buy premium account off 50%. So this will be in 100 days from now, roughly. And you can see this happen as well. So this was 2023 discount, this is 2024 discount. So you can expect this discount to happen again end of April of 2025. And the discount goes until May 6th. So it gives you an extra few days in order to extract as much value as possible out of the Gaijing market. What you could do is indeed sell the IRR as soon as it reached, or as you can see it reaching a plateau, then it doesn't increase anymore, then I would sell it, and then you can start flipping items if you have the time and the guts to do it, because you will get frustrated because people will be undercutting you. It's a tough competition, but it can be highly rewarding if you manage it well, and it's the quickest way to increase your counts in Gaijin coins. So to wrap up, buy, sell, or hold, I would say probably try to hold a few more days to see whether you can pass this 20 Gaijin coins hurdle. Then hopefully it will have a bull run until around 25, at which point, I mean, it's your decision, obviously, at which point you can either decide to keep it running until the next thing that is at 30. But you see 30 is in 300, there is 300 sale items until 30, plus all the people that haven't sold it yet. I guess many of you haven't put your item for sale yet, so maybe there is even more coupons that will be for sale at 30. And if you say that on average there is 30 a day, means that you would need to wait 2 weeks, I would say, in order for it to reach 30. When in 2 weeks, many things can happen. Gaijin can release some things that will dramatically decrease the price of the IRR, like we have seen for these other items here, where you see the price is mostly flat. So probably try to sell it, and with the benefits, try to flip some items around. If you have no time to flip items around, another good strategy can be and you have already some Gaijin coins lying around, one good strategy can be to buy the vehicles that have been recently in this SL crates, they are still very cheap in comparison to what they used to cost. So you see, these are the vehicles that are not appearing anymore on the market. So if you got it in the SL crates, good for you. You can sell it. But if not, there is no way for this coupon to make it back to the market, apart if people sell it, meaning that it will get more rare pretty fast. And it used to be a very expensive vehicle. So it can be expected that the market is, say, expecting the price to increase. So potentially you can here as well hope that the price will do a ×2 or even more by April. No guarantee, obviously. Obviously, if you have only the 20 Gaijin coins from the IAR, you will not be able to purchase this one, but you may be able to purchase the Sparkler, which is retailing on only about 10, and it follows the same logic. Basically, the price was pretty high for a very long time. They put it in the SL crates, the price tanked, and for some reason, people love to buy this thing, I guess tankers. And you can expect reasonably well that the price will increase. And it's very cheap right now. So this would be my 2 cents. Obviously, again, I have no crystal ball. I have no recommendation. Whatever they say in financial readers, this is not financial advice. This is just food for thoughts. So either you wait in the hope that this will increase to advertised price tiers, which will, to be honest, not necessarily happen. Either you sell it and with the proceeds you flip some items around, or you buy something that was recently in SL crates and you hope that the price jumps back to the previous prices relatively fast. That's it for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in and seeing you next time. Bye.